Hey guys, my name's Mary Lily.
I'm Marshall.
And I'm Caitlin.
And we're the hosts of Unveiled Opinions.
Three newlywed girlies with a podcast on any and everything wedding related. Happy Monday, girls.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. How's everyone doing?
Meh.
It's all right.
It's the Monday after Thanksgiving, so
Yeah, a little tired.
huge
Recovery.
Sunday scaries.
Yeah. I had Sunday scaries on Saturday.
Yeah, I forgot my job.
Oof.
Yeah, that happens.
I did not do it today.
Forgot it so well that you
Yeah.
just
Didn't
took
happen.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
I don't work
Pass.
here.
I was like, don't look for me.
Please don't call me.
Seriously.
Don't call, don't text.
People were like,
Will not answer.
Like, see attachments. I was like, ugh,
I'll see
can't.
them later.
See them on Tuesday.
Yeah,
Maybe.
not for me today.
Well, everyone's back. Marshall, what'd y'all do?
My brother and sister-in-law hosted Thanksgiving, which was really nice. So I just made mac and cheese and biscuits and showed up.
That is nice.
So
yeah,
nice.
I hosted last year and it was exhausting.
That's fun that y'all rotate.
Yeah, it is really nice. And I mean, they have the space for it. Like it's better if they do it.
Right.
Well, maybe the rotation ends.
Yes, it just
It's there.
ends
It's
Like,
there.
that's so sweet.
It's so
Tag,
sweet.
you're
Y'all did such a great job. You should do it every year.
Every year, we can't wait to show up.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Let me know what I can bring. I'll bring one thing.
I'll bring one or two things, no meat.
Yeah. Good. Mary Lily, what about you?
It was good. I went to Polly's with my family. It's nice. Like my mom and my dad's family like get along and we all know each other. So like I had both sides of my family there and even one of Matthew's siblings was at the beach. So
Oh, that's fun.
we saw them.
A big
So-
family powwow.
Yeah. And then for the weekend, then I went to Georgia with my in-laws and saw them. So I really saw everyone I needed to see. Check.
Then you get to it again for
Check,
Christmas.
check.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what are we going to do until Christmas? Because I need a few days to get back on track. But the holiday parties start next week.
I saw a meme that said Thanksgiving and Christmas should be 6 months apart. I do not need to see these people again.
No,
Seriously.
I mean, that's true.
It is a
It's
lot.
exhausting.
we have 2 Christmas parties in Augusta. And I just like this Thanksgiving going into December is like super
Yeah.
hard because there's not like a few days break.
It's so
There
late.
isn't.
It's like, it literally was like, it's December.
Yeah. They're
Ready or
wild.
not.
And like you have to think about it in other countries. They don't have Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So they're
mean,
like
I
no
love-
holds barred.
I love Thanksgiving, but that would be kind of crazy to like,
Not have it.
I mean, I'm not really a huge Thanksgiving girl, so like I could totally
could go
pass.
without?
Yeah.
I don't know. I kind of
would-
like
I
the day
couldn't.
off.
Well, yeah.
well,
I mean, that's
feel like
great.
I typically like kind of take a week. And so it's like,
I like, yeah. Typically I do.
That's fair.
when you're your own boss, you get to make the rules. But
I don't even have a job right now.
you took the week off.
No,
as
we
well.
literally went
You took the
to
month
to
off,
school
You
on
guys,
Tuesday.
I have like half an hour of PTO. So
Yeah.
I'm like literally at work and it's awful.
Except for today.
Except you didn't do that today.
You forgot to submit your PTO
I
for the
was
day.
logged on. Okay.
Hopefully your
You
boss
are
doesn't
online.
subscribe.
My boss is in Turkey.
Your boss doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, the holidays.
Ho, ho, ho. Caitlin's about to leave soon for the North Pole, but tell us, what did you do on your last week of freedom?
Thanksgiving.
Yes, Thanksgiving.
we
Sorry.
were in
I
the-
forget what you elves call it.
God, I hate you. I was like, where is this going?
I was like, is she getting locked up?
Basically.
Caitlin's like, you have no idea what the North Pole's like at Christmas. Etch a sketches won't make themselves.
We were in the mountains for Thanksgiving, so it was a lot of fun. I went up last Monday and I got back at like 8 a.m. this morning.
And you had both in-laws with you?
Yep. Had the in-laws and the parents and my brother and his wife. So it was
Very blended.
Fun.
yeah,
The Brady Bunch.
the Brady Bunch. But it was a lot of fun. It kind of like staggered. Like my brother and his wife left Friday morning. My husband's parents, Kyle, his parents left Saturday morning. And so it was like just progressively like more
Less
chill.
and less.
Yeah.
And now you're here.
And now I'm here with you girls and the chill is over. That's for sure.
Whoops.
Oopsies.
Sorry.
Blew that.
We really did.
Just had to catch you guys up. Well, what's our topic today, dear Caitlin? Dear reader. It's from Bridgerton, sorry.
We are sticking with the theme of the holidays.
Of weddings.
Yes.
Wild.
We're
that
still
talking
on
about
topic of
weddings.
weddings, and we're going to talk about holiday weddings.
Woohoo! Caitlin, you had a holiday wedding today.
I know. So, Mary Lou, I know your answer to one, but have you ever been to a holiday wedding, whether it's like Christmas or New Year's, or I've never heard of a Thanksgiving wedding, but maybe.
So thankful.
I would love it. I don't know if I would.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't.
What do you like? Everyone dressed in brown.
Ew. I also don't even really love Thanksgiving food like
Me
that.
neither.
So
I don't like it.
I like
Yeah.
it. Weirdos.
I have been to a Christmas wedding.
You've been to a
I've
Christmas
been to
wedding?
a Christmas wedding.
I like
That's
them.
it.
You know, the
I like 'em.
trees.
Was
I
it
love 'em.
mine?
It was yours.
Nice. Been to one too. I went to a New Year's wedding though.
Oh, I've heard of New Year's weddings. I mean, I've just never.
I think it's like a fun concept. My mom always used to be like, you should do a New Year's wedding. And I'd be like,
I used to think they
what
were rude.
about like me says that?
Yeah.
Like,
It was our 8th grade New Year's party.
probably.
My mom brought that up the other day.
Oh my gosh. Caitlin and I did throw probably the most epic New Year's party ever in 8th grade.
We mailed invitations.
Obviously, Caitlin's mom was a party planner when we were younger. What were we going to do?
So yeah, I mean, that really teed you up that you could have had one. But
Missed
now,
opportunity.
They were like, Mary Lee's a New Year's girl.
yeah, now that you go to bed at 8 p.m.
No, also now that
Wouldn't
like
work.
there's always like the national championship or something.
Oh,
Football.
yeah,
Matthews
football.
like doesn't
Yeah.
want to go anywhere
Oh, I know.
or
It's
do
like,
anything. He's like, why would we leave the house? It's so expensive on New Year's.
he's like, I want to watch
That's
TV.
why you can go to a wedding.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, yeah, but going to a wedding's so cheap.
so cheap.
Yeah, it depends on where. But anyway,
I agree. Such a fun concept. Like to have
Yeah.
something to do on New Year's. Because like, if not, I literally am watching football with Matthew.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was fun because it also, we'll get into it, but like you get dressed up and it's like you're
something
It's a
to do.
guaranteed party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's talk about the holidays and how to incorporate like your festive elements without overshadowing the wedding itself.
Well, I think like nowadays you can use a variety of colors. I think we do this now, like just to celebrate Christmas. You can look online. There's a million different ways. Like for Kardashians, for example, like all 6 of them will
right.
have like a different color wrapping paper.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? For the season, and they put a bunch of different colors together. I think for Christmas, there are so many like cool different
Yeah.
tangents you can go off while like decorating
Yeah.
for Christmas, because I feel like people decorate their house for Christmas to kind of match their style or their house. So there really are a lot of decorations that lend themselves to doing Christmas, but not having it be super like generic, like bright red, bright green,
Yeah.
like Santa Claus stripes and candy
Yeah.
canes.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be like that.
can
Caitlin's
branch
wedding
out.
was so pretty with a bunch of greenery,
Yeah.
evergreens.
And it was navy.
Yeah.
And
I like navy with it.
more of a red.
Yeah, or it was a little burgundy and you had some berries in there and things like that. So I think there's a lot of fun stuff you can do. Also, like always ask your florist, because they're also doing florals for people's like houses for Christmas, or often like are helping decorate people's houses for Christmas.
And they know it's in season. You know?
My florist was actually the person who like decorates where we got married for Christmas every year. They have like a giant tree and everything. So she does all of that. So it's like, you know, use their experience, lean off them. And I think, yeah, there's so many ways to make it really fun these days.
And again, like not making it too themed, but still just incorporating different colors and like
Well, and everyone
anything that you can do, like silver and gold. It's an easy way to make it feel a little more festive.
Festive. Yeah.
Right. Well, and everyone has their own holiday traditions too with their families. So it's like, think of ways like things you love, things to incorporate. Like I know my mom makes like 9 different kinds of cookies.
Yeah.
And
Now we're being caterers for our own wedding.
No,
we're
but
going, this is
it's
on
an
a tangent.
It's an Italian thing. Like,
Yeah. No, I know.
So like I like would have to have all my grandmother's cookies there if I was going to have a Christmas wedding,
There you go.
and that would be a lot.
That would be a lot.
Options are nice though.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a lot of ways to incorporate holiday colors without making it feel
Or like
too themed.
holiday and wintry aspects.
Yeah.
I mean, and especially if you're like in a ski resort, or if you're in a snowy place or a winter town,
Like
or
a winter
setting.
wonderland. You could do that.
Yeah. I mean, you can just kind of lean into being cozy.
Yeah.
You know, put some faux furs over like some
or
stuff.
if you want like the sparkles for like the ice, you know, stuff like that.
And
There's a
leaning
lot of
into the
ways you could
snow.
do that.
Well, and I think that kind of goes to like the holiday details that fit into weddings. And I know from when we planned, it was like somebody was like, oh, are you doing like a hot chocolate bar and stuff like that? And we didn't because that wasn't really our vibe. But you can do festive cocktails and like.
Right. You can put like holly in the drinks or, you know, maybe you do something cute and Christmas themed on the cocktail napkins or something like that. But also like you don't have to do anything Christmas themed. I feel like if you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if you just want to have a winter wedding, you could do it super simple, like mountain chic. Like you can do so many things if you don't want it to be super Christmassy. But I mean, I think it's also so fun. And also some places sometimes do have decorations or at least like at least lights up at the venue that you could get a break on if they're putting up like decorations anyways.
I remember for my wedding, since it was a weekend before Thanksgiving, but they usually decorate for Christmas, like starting like that weekend. So they asked me like, if you want trees, we have trees and we can do all that, like obviously no charge. So it is an option at a lot
Depending
of venues.
on your venue.
Yeah.
Well, I know for us, one of the things that they did that they didn't like run by me, they just like did was they put like presents under we had a few Christmas trees. And
They did.
And that wasn't like something that I like was
Wanted.
like, wasn't part of the like decor, but you know, it was holiday inspired details. That's for sure.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
You could arrive in a sleigh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
you
my
could.
God, Caitlin had the best holiday detail. Why am I forgetting this? Caitlin had a snow exit, a fake snow exit.
Good old my mom. She had this idea of wanting to have a snow machine for the exit. And I was like, that seems insane, but you do you.
It was a little insane. Everyone was falling. I was like, right, Caitlin was going to fall down the steps.
I don't know, but she looked into renting one and she was like, this seems kind of expensive. I can just buy one. And so now we
have it.
We own a snow machine. If anybody would like to rent it out, DM.
We have someone here who has one.
And our wedding planner keeps it in case she needs it for events. But the agreement is like whenever we want it.
It's yours.
It's all ours.
Caitlin's like, I have access to a snow machine. Not sure if you know that.
Not everyone can say that.
But and that's like some of there's a lot of fun things, I think, especially from that standpoint of like, yeah, you could do, depending on your climate, if it is like a really wintry, you're in like somewhere like snowy, you could do sleigh
Build
rise.
snowmans.
You could
Snowmans.
You could have a frosty there.
Snowmen. You could build snowmen. You could build snow
frosty.
angels.
Yeah,
What
totally.
else? What if you built
Ice skating.
igloos? You like send your husband up 2 days before. You're like, you guys better go build an igloo. We're putting
You could do ice sculptures.
also like
you could
so
do
many
ice
candles.
it wouldn't melt.
Somebody I know that did a winter wedding and they did it up north. They had like a lot of ice sculptures and it was like a Christmas wedding.
The one I went to had ice sculptures, so it was nice. And then they had like the raw bar and stuff.
Yeah.
So it kind of like
Went together.
incorporated. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't
Caitlin
just
had
like a,
mistletoe over where she got married, right?
yeah.
Cute.
I went to the tree farm the other day, you guys, and I was like, do you guys have any mistletoe? And she's like, ma'am, you got to go shoot that down from a tree. I was like,
Oh,
Okay.
you
I was
should
like,
have
the
told
one,
me.
the one on King's Drive has some.
Yeah, that was
But
say there was plenty there when I was.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the other one, I guess. I came to the cheap tree farm and didn't
Yeah.
have any options.
Yeah, we had a
shoot it
mistletoe.
down.
I was like, all right, I'll go across town. Thanks for the
Thank you so
advice.
much. We actually
You can
went
get it
to
at Trader Joe's.
You can,
Yes, you can.
but it's not as big.
That's true. Who knows how long it's going to last?
I was like, you have, okay.
It's a Christmas tree farm.
Like, I get it, but whatever. I
Yeah.
know the whole shoot it down from a tree thing. But
Yeah.
still, I was just like, I can't
You're
believe
like,
that
this
was your
is not
answer to me.
Yeah, like what?
I have
Like,
a
I
small
regret
dog
asking.
with me. Like, you thought I was going to go, okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for nothing.
But yeah, there's lots
What
of
breed
like.
is your dog?
Oh my god,
Okay.
there's lots of greenery that you can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
Like magnolia and like the
Yeah.
holly berries.
Well, all
and-
the evergreen too.
Yeah.
yeah,
And I think some of that stuff, like you can do more bulk instead of blooms.
Yeah.
And so if you use the greenery, it becomes kind of cheaper
It
than
is,
doing
yeah.
all like you could have,
Eucalyptus is pretty.
you could have like a
Yeah.
whole wall of greenery compared to like a wall
of flowers.
blooms,
Yeah.
and it would just be so different.
It's a different vibe. It's a different price.
Caitlin, you also kind of had a dilemma, and you got like mostly real Christmas trees.
Oh yeah.
because it was
the price
cheaper.
of Christmas trees is going up.
It is.
It
Found that
is.
out this
It was
year.
gonna
That's
be.
why I went to this other one. Eleanor read a whole Reddit, and she was like, "You need
God.
to go here to get your Christmas tree. It's cheaper."
Where was it?
By the like in Cotswold.
Oh, okay.
But I was like, they first of all don't have mistletoe, and they had no boxwood and any other wreaths. I was like, okay.
Is it the one at that person's house?
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, I just used to pass it all the time. Yeah.
It's funny.
Anyways,
Yeah,
tangent.
we had. I think we ended up having like 10 Christmas trees. We had 3 U-Hauls for florals. It was subtle.
Yeah, Janine was like, I think the morning I was like, I think I went a little crazy.
Nah.
Very subtle. Well, what happened? Like she was very excited about florals, and then the week of Thanksgiving last year, we actually went to the Biltmore, and she took a lot of notes. And
I bet.
that was actually where we got the mistletoe idea. Was the Biltmore,
So cute.
and so
There's
yeah,
a bunch of Hallmark movies, you guys, around Christmas that are at the Biltmore if you want to check them out and like
There you
just
go.
like
Plug.
see the Christmas
Except the
decoration.
one last year with the
Was
girl
really
from One
bad.
Tree Hill was absolutely terrible.
Okay, Haley.
Yes.
but the trees,
Bethany Joy Lenz.
She was in a movie.
the trees are. The thing is, yeah, my mom really wanted real trees.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you also said that like renting fake trees was more expensive than just buying real trees or something.
No, that ended up not being the case. They thought they were able to buy real trees wholesale at a discount, and then because we got the quote a year before, and then they were like went to order them, and they were like,
more.
yeah, they're like the price went up a lot, and it was a couple $100.
drought.
A lot.
You guys, like it was like 12 years ago. You know how there's always that quote of like Mary Cosby being like, you guys, the storm, 2003, there was a drought, killed thousands of people, great grapes. No, but apparently there was something that messed up the Christmas trees like
Yeah.
in like 2008. And that's like why this year we're like screwed.
There you have it.
A lot
That's why
of
Christmas trees are expensive.
So
come
if
from
you
North Carolina.
So if
the
you
White House does.
do have a desire to have Christmas trees at your wedding, maybe do some holiday
If
and you're
you
getting
know
married.
now, look
well,
on some Black Monday,
Yeah.
Cyber Monday deals.
Well, might be a little late, but you could do it after, like in the new year, and
Yeah.
get some holiday stuff marked down, and just
yeah,
know,
like
after
After Christmas sale stuff.
Christmas sales would be your time to maybe buy if you're planning
Yeah.
on like DIYing any decor.
That's true. Belk always marks theirs down a lot.
Stuff is already on sale.
I know. If you pay full price at Belk, you're stupid.
Well, even at like Michael's, it was
Everything-
60% off.
I know. I
You
got a
guys,
bunch
but is
yesterday.
everything just fake on sale, right? And, like to just trick us? Because that's how I feel also when I go to J. Crew Factory.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
it
all
is.
fake on sale.
It
I'm
is,
like-
but you're still going to pay one way or the other. So.
I'm like, it says this shirt's $90. Why are they giving it to me for $15? Like, what is the
Right.
gimmick?
Yeah.
This is a $15 shirt.
Because it took $4.50 to make.
Well, with clothes, how would you incorporate winter into your bridal wardrobe? And
I love fur, faux fur.
yeah,
Always.
Yeah. And I think just like doing stuff to be cozy, I think thinking of the atmosphere, like Caitlin got to do hers outside because we're in North Carolina and that was really cool. But like, you know, to think about your guests being outside,
Yeah.
are they going to need something like over their shoulders? Are they going to be chilly? Do you want long sleeves? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Marshall, you had long sleeves.
I did have long sleeves because I was at the beach, but I mean, it was a little chilly. But yeah, I did the long sleeves. That was something I knew I really wanted because I did want to have my ceremony outside. And then I had a fur that night when I was leaving. So
yeah. Furs are always fun, and then
So fun.
I think too, it's just like the invitations, like your website, all the things set the tone for the
do.
wedding. And so I feel like if it's something that people kind of see that you're leaning into, of like having it be more holiday, especially if it's New Year's, it's like people are going to dress.
come sparkle
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
so I hope you want that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you're like,
I hope you're cool with that.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of New Year's,
So for New Year's traditions, when it incorporates into a wedding, what are some traditions you think would be like not cheesy, but like a cute way to incorporate, like, you know, like a countdown or a ball drop, stuff like that.
It's so fun to have like a toast to like your husband.
Yeah.
And you do the toast then maybe. Because I know like it's not like, I mean, usually like the couple like thanks people, but they don't always get up and say something. So I think it's like really fun to like go into the new year with your significant other. But okay, question, like also, would you make everyone get a +1? Because there's that whole New Year's tradition of like a New Year's kiss, all of those things. And like you're making someone give up their New Year's.
Yeah.
I would
feel
personally
like having a partner
Yeah.
there is like part of like it being a New Year's experience.
I think that's something you'd have to consider. And when I was looking into this, it was saying like, don't think that New Year's Eve is going to be cheaper in any way for a wedding.
Yeah.
Like even like with vendors and stuff, like, you know,
Well, you're
they'll
making them give up their New Year's.
they might have like other parties and like just, you know, might be a
that.
really busy time of year.
Party planners, I guess, are used to working on holidays.
Right.
So
So
it's like an upcharge for their time for sure.
it's like, oh my gosh, they don't get a New Year's. They have to be there for yours.
They work on the weekends. What?
Wild.
Never heard of that.
Yeah. So no, I think you kind of would have to give people a +1.
I think it would be nice. And the wedding that I went to, like, I don't remember seeing anybody that was really like not in a couple.
Yeah.
Again, they got married, the couple, when they got married, God, they were like young now. They were like early 30s. I was younger.
So weird.
And so
you guys, over Thanksgiving,
felt
I
like
kept
it was
lying
like,
about Matthew's age. I was like, whoops, I actually
I
forgot.
actually don't know how old he is.
well, it's like at the time, because I was younger than they were, and they felt like they were just like so old and like cool.
Now you think about it.
and
it's
now I'm like,
They were actually young.
yikes. They were
Whoops.
crisp youngins. But yeah, I think they did like a sparkler exit.
Yeah.
That was fun. But we did the interesting thing is wedding.
fireworks. In
Yeah, that was one. You could do a firework exit.
Yeah.
What were you going to say though?
The wedding and the bar closed at the wedding and it didn't stay open till midnight.
Oh.
And somebody,
another faux
one of the family friends came in and bought out the bar so it could stay open because then it went to a cash bar, which no one
has
prepared
cash
for.
or like wants that.
Yeah. And so it was able to stay open until the new year.
I get that though, but like I think if you're doing that, also like think of it. Like,
Let people know.
Maybe like try and work though with your vendors and be like, it is New Year's Eve. Can I pay an extra fee to like have you stay
or like
open
start it
later?
later? Like if you have a Catholic ceremony, maybe you make it family only or something, and like start it at 6 instead of like 5 or like some Catholic.
And they just did an outdoor ceremony.
Yeah.
But it was still like, I mean, it gets dark so early this time of year. You do
Yeah.
have to keep that in mind.
You do.
So if you want any pictures in the day, you've got to be married by 5 p.m.
Yes, you do.
The absolute latest. And that's in December.
and that's
so
with a first look.
First look, yeah.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah. So things to keep in mind. Some other options for like things you could do: confetti poppers. A lot of mess, but you could do it. A cigar bar.
Oh, that's
Thought
fun.
that was my
Your
brother
brother
did
did
that. It was not a New Year's Eve, but
it's fun.
they had like my brother like loves cigars, so they actually had a van, like a cigar van or whatever.
cool.
Yeah,
It's like a food truck van.
Yeah. No, well, I mean, it was what they
But
called
it's like,
it.
it was probably like something very like aesthetic.
And then you go in and they had like the leather couches and like everything. It was really cute in there. You could also do, I saw mini champagne bottles as favors.
Oh,
You
yeah.
could do that. And then I saw some.
Yeah, one time I was at a New Year's bottle and I forgot had a bottle of champagne for every single person at the party, and I was like, whoa, I was in New
you're
York.
rich.
Whoa, you got some money.
You got some money to
We were on
spend.
someone's rooftop in Brooklyn.
Yes.
Look at me.
Look at you go. And then another one I saw was like you could hire like a performer and they could have a champagne skirt.
That's
where-
fun.
Oh, I've been
Yeah,
to
and
a
it
New
talks
Year's
Talk
Eve
about
with that
guest
before.
experience.
Exactly. So like something very interactive. I feel like you have a
Yeah.
lot of options for New Year's.
There are a lot of options. And I think too, like with the decor and stuff.
What are you guys doing for New Year's? Now I kind of want to do something. Let's go to like a gala.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I can't, but then I'm like, am I going to be tired before?
Yeah, I'm gonna be so tired.
But I think last year I did the Avett Brothers concert because they come to Charlotte every New Year's. So
Oh, wow.
it was fun. It's at Bojangles.
That seems like a lot for me.
Seems like a vibe.
You're like, I don't know about that. I'm like, just sit on my couch and watch
If
sports.
anyone's having a wedding on New Year's,
Yeah.
invite me. You don't need to invite Matthew.
Yeah, because Matthew will be
He won't
watching
come anyways.
sports.
He's watching Georgia football.
Oh my God.
But then like for decor and then I guess like also, what you're going to wear. Would you do like the gold silvers or would you do something different?
I think with a New Year's wedding, if I was a bride and like I like had any feelings about any type of thing, like you would say, I would have to say it somewhere, maybe on the website, and maybe you're like telling people by word of mouth. So like about their wardrobe,
Like what you want people to wear.
Yeah, like I think I would give more direction than like cocktail.
You could do like sparkles encouraged or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say something encouraged.
Something.
I don't know if it would be sparkles.
Well,
I love sparkles.
I love sparkles.
I'm saying.
but also
I
like,
don't know if I'm encouraging them.
But I think I wore.
or like festive wear.
Yeah. I wore like feather earrings.
I like,
that were like brown. I don't know.
you know,
They
I
were-
was actually there and I dropped you off at the bus, I think, and I don't remember.
Do you
No,
remember?
that was a different wedding.
Bus?
No, she did go to the wedding where
Bus to Pinehurst.
Wait, really?
No, you didn't drop me off at the bus to Pinehurst. The New Year's wedding was in Pinehurst.
Oh, I was like,
I wasn't there.
I was like, that bus took you from South Park to Pinehurst?
No, I was
That's a long bus ride.
my boyfriend at the time. And we took a car there.
Okay.
Took a car.
I didn't
That was
see
a
you.
different wedding.
Different wedding, different time.
I did read an article where this one girl, she had a New Year's Eve wedding and it was like what to think about. Well, she's Catholic, so she had a 2:00 ceremony and then they did pictures in between and they
Best
did,
reason to have a Catholic ceremony.
and then they did a
And
longer,
God.
they did a longer cocktail hour so that it wasn't like
Cocktail
so,
hours.
Yeah, they did like
then
2
it's like-
or hour and a half.
Sometimes at some point I'm like, okay, I don't really need a 7-hour like,
Yeah.
wedding reception. 'Cause
Yeah.
if you're
But it
waiting
was
around
New
for the
Year's.
exit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess New
So
Year's
it's
is
New Year's different. And then she did, the bar closed at like, I think she said they did like an 11:50 or something. So everyone got their New Year's like drink.
Like everyone go get your drink, get by who you're
Yeah.
gonna kiss.
Yeah. And then she
And then
had
get
a
out.
feather jumpsuit that she like
Oh,
changed
wow.
into.
It's fun.
Yeah. So like you can definitely do, I feel like you can do more fun. You don't
I
have
feel
to
like
be
there's a little bit
outrageous.
less
Yeah.
rules because
Yeah.
now that I'm thinking of it, I'm
Vegas
pretty sure
showgirl.
they did at their exit and then they like came back.
Yeah.
like it's not like we
It's
were
like a fake
exiting
exit,
it. Like,
yeah.
I did my exit.
yeah, it was a fake exit.
I did my exit and was never seen again.
I did my exit. I walked right back in and asked the bartender for a drink. I think he thought I was like a wedding guest because I wasn't in my
Yeah. You had your
wedding
short dress on.
anyway.
Gosh,
He was like, yeah, sure, random girl.
haven't seen you all night. So yeah, I think there's just a lot less kind of rules that you can do.
Like you don't have to do sparkles and like metallics and stuff,
No.
but you
That's
can.
not what you're into at
Yeah.
all. My mom's doing green and turquoise for Christmas this year.
I have pink. I have like rose. I always do rose.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I do think though, if you want your guests to like participate in the festive like dress code, you're gonna have to tell them.
Also make it simple. Like
Yeah.
you can make
Yeah.
it like black, white, and red.
Yeah,
Or black
Yeah.
and white.
yeah.
Or,
Which
but it
I
has
think
to be like
actually telling people colors
sometimes it's
is-
easier for them.
was
Yeah.
easier, but I think it's becoming a little more common.
It is becoming
Oh, for
very
sure.
common. Yeah,
People like their
color
pictures to all,
palette.
like yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Let's like kind of wrap up with like, should you consider a winter wedding and like the pros and cons of having a wedding? Because it is typically near major holidays, whether it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's.
And everyone's already spending a bunch of money
Yeah.
during those times and like
Yeah.
has a bunch of other holiday parties.
Yeah. So it like it's not as busy, but it's busy.
yeah.
Right. But you're also on everyone's calendar usually way early than
Yeah.
holiday parties. And like this holiday party, like it's usually a little more fun
It's
than
a
like
lot more
like,
fun. You
I'm
kind
like,
of want to be there.
yeah, like I think I'm skipping Matthew's office party.
Well, let's talk about some pros, which I do think it is kind of a quiet time of year with work.
Yeah.
Right.
There's like no one in the office, I feel like, New Year's.
And there's some people who don't love the holidays.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a fun way to get
Yeah.
to like maybe celebrate them if they don't have big plans for Christmas or something like that with family. I think it's like a great thing
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be able to like have a little Christmas spirit with your friends. I feel like there's like Friendsgiving, all that stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like Christmas sometimes can be super lonely.
Well, and then we also talked about a little bit of like what to wear, and having a wedding this time of year does make it like a great opportunity for a black tie dress code.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, let's be a little more formal. Let's dress up. Like it's
It's freezing.
Yeah.
Wear a
Yeah.
long dress to cover your legs.
yes, exactly.
It's a holiday. Wear something nice.
Close your legs to married men.
As Marshall said, sometimes you can get bonus decor. We did not get bonus decor. The only thing
that
we
was
got,
one thing Caitlin was like, what the heck? How did I pick the only like venue of like all venues?
Yeah.
It's
because
just
if
a
you
venue,
pick like
though.
a country club or
Yeah,
anything like
that's how
that,
mine was. Yeah.
it comes with all of the stuff.
Because they're going to decorate anyways.
And they just gave me some like cheapo presents that I'm like, where did
That you
these
didn't want.
that were literally empty, and I think people kept picking them up during your wedding. Like,
Well,
I
I
would
would
probably
be
like, are these wedding gifts?
No, I
That's what
think
I'd be
they
afraid
were.
people would try and put wedding gifts with
well,
them.
I think people were like picking them up, being like, "What is this real? Like, are people just
Do I
like,
put
putting
gifts
gifts under the tree?"
Wait, no, but
No one like was taking them, but we were like, "What are these?"
No thieves.
funny tangent is the week of the wedding, my planner reached out to me and was like, hey, the wedding the day after you wants to know if like you want these extra Christmas trees. And I was like, I mean, yeah, we have like 10. So what's a couple extra?
Yeah, give them to me.
And I was like, I mean, if they want to set them up, like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I get there. We're getting ready day of. I'm downstairs. The florist is downstairs. I'm walking around and I said, are these the Christmas trees? They were these like wooden, like light up ones, which are totally fine.
They're
but
like
just
more rustic than what you probably
They
were
were
thinking.
in one.
they were
place,
in one
though.
room, so it was totally fine. But it was just like after like I was thinking like full on Christmas
Yeah.
trees. And then I was like, is this it? This is what?
They're like, no, these are the extras.
And
That's funny because I know who was married the next
I know
day.
it was somebody that we grew up with. And so I saw the wedding and I was like,
silly,
I see your budget.
Literally last episode, we're like, we're not taking your net worth off your wedding.
Anywho, bonus decor. And then I think another pro is like since it is a little bit of like typically not as many weddings, you can have less like, as they say, wedding fatigue from.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like in like the spring or
Spring
the
and
fall
summer
or
and-
something.
yeah.
Yeah. And
That's
then, but there can be some logistical challenges. What are some
Yeah.
of the things that might be?
Well, travel is always more expensive in the holidays.
And then people also, you know, some people go Christmas to see family and they stay through New Year's.
well, and I've been to a wedding on like the week of Thanksgiving. Before it was like that Friday, and it was like, yeah, like cool. This is nice. We all have like the days off, but like flying like to New York over Thanksgiving
is not cheap.
expensive.
No, and it's so
And
crowded
then getting
in the
a
airport.
hotel room
Yeah.
and like all the things. So like, I think be conscious of where you're having it.
Yeah.
I will say that I used to think that New Year's Eve weddings were so, like when I was younger, I thought they were rude. I was like, you really think I want to give up a holiday to
And now
go?
we're like, please invite us.
And now I'm like, I have nothing to do.
Okay, when I was like in high school, I feel like I thought that. Not when I was like 5.
no, I mean like when I was in like
5, I wasn't like thinking
when
that
I was
far.
like college or like a little after college.
Oh,
when
you
were
said when I
going-
was little.
I meant young. I thought I said when I was younger. Anyways, when I was younger, I thought it was rude because I was like, I'm going to a gala. Like, I don't want to go to your wedding. Like,
You're like, I'm going to meet single men.
right. Literally. I was like, I don't want to go see your love story and like,
Yeah, it's like
a random
who's
town.
sitting at my table? Are you setting
Yeah.
up with anyone?
Right. But now I'm like, you can invite me to your holiday wedding.
Goodness.
I approve.
Yeah. So I think that's one thing is like, don't assume that it's going to be cheaper.
Right. And I think just like the whole time, like keep in mind your guests who you're inviting. If you were inviting like the Queen of Sheba, like who cares? But if like you're not and like your family and friends like can't really make that doable, like I think the most important thing on your wedding day is celebrating like with the people that you want to be with.
Yeah.
So like try and make that. What are you laughing at, Caitlin?
Your comment, like I just was slowly processing it.
Oh, okay.
Like,
You
Queen
think
of
it's
Sheba.
funny?
Yeah, no, I think it's funny. I think it's right.
Oh, fine.
I wasn't
All
laughing.
good.
I wasn't laughing at you.
I'll stop.
I'll stop talking now. It's fine.
Yeah. And then the other random thing is
Oh yeah, no. What do you have to say?
honeymoon options can be a little more limited.
Yes, because you don't like miss your family for like stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
Caitlin had that issue.
Yeah. All right. Well, wrapping up, a couple quick do's and don'ts of winter weddings.
Hit me.
Hit me. Do, as you already said, send out the save the dates in advance
Way in advance,
Yeah.
if you want people to come.
preferably.
It's crazy, especially once you start getting married because your in-laws like, you doing Christmas with us? Are you doing Christmas with them? Or are you doing?
Yeah, it's like stress.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa.
I'm at a wedding.
Yeah, I'm tied up.
Sorry, can't do it. That's like my friend who just got married. She's on her she was on her honeymoon over Thanksgiving. She's like, this was so nice.
That's actually kind of genius.
I was like, oh my God, I'm so jealous.
But also like the traveling, like the airport's so busy.
Yeah.
She went like a little bit before Thanksgiving, so they're there a while.
To plan for shorter days. Do plan for shorter days, as we already said.
Lighting, pictures.
Lighting pictures.
Yeah.
Photos
Your
with the bomb
photographer will
lighting.
know, so
Yeah.
just make sure you figure out what time you're doing everything pretty
you might
early.
have to do a first look if you don't.
Yeah.
So just
So
accept that.
if you
if you're against that, don't have a winter wedding.
don't have a winter wedding,
or have a Catholic wedding and get married at 2.
there you go.
Yeah.
Convert. Become Catholic. It's no big deal. They're so welcoming. It's only a very brief process.
We are very welcoming. The word Catholic actually means universal.
Very welcoming. It's just not as brief. And then bring coats. Make sure you have like a coat rack. That's important.
Also, like Caitlin, like I
Check
think there were like some
people's
blankets at your wedding. Or like,
No,
your mom
we-
thought about that.
Yeah, and I was like,
I think,
Are they gonna be
I
sitting?
think I
Yeah.
literally said no when your mom said that too. I was like, no.
yeah.
But like you could add like blankets. Like think about your guests if they're going to be cold or something.
Have
Yeah.
plenty of heaters.
Yeah.
If it's outside.
If you're outside, yeah.
And then a couple don'ts. Don't take all of your wedding photos outdoors. Pretty in theory, but it's like you don't want pink cheeks and noses and stuff.
Oh, I thought you meant because it was dark.
Stay
That
warm.
too. Stay warm. Don't assume it's going to be less expensive or busy. I do feel like it was less busy on the vendor side, but still book in advance.
Yeah.
And then don't overlook transportation,
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
because if it's weather conditions, keep your guests informed.
Yeah, seriously.
But if it's New Year's, there's going to be plenty of Ubers.
Hopefully, yeah. Depending where you are.
Depending where you are. Holly's Island, no.
Pinehurst,
safe.
no.
Be responsible.
Do not drink and drive.
Follow this podcast though. Rate, review, subscribe.
DM us.
Unveiled Opinions podcast. If you could rate us, that would be super cool. Just leave a review with
Super
anything.
cool.
We can get on the
Anything.
charts. It can say super cool on anything.
Super cool. We'll know you listen to this episode, and
We love that.
we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.